everyone, so I'm back with a new video today. However, today's video is gonna be a little different from the other videos that I usually do. This video is meant for people who are open to listening on different ways that you can actually work on to revamp yourself or to actually work on self-improvement. And I would love to share these 5 tips with you guys that really helped me as a person who hates changes. I mean, I adapt to changes eventually, but I really hate changes. If you are ready for a change, you are ready to be the best version of yourself. If you are ready to step out of that little bubble that you actually limit yourself to, keep watching. I'd just like to say, I actually got this idea because I was in a very dark place. I actually have been in a very dark place like over the past few years, and it really have limited me to the different opportunities that I was open to. Do I regret? I would say in a way, yes, I do regret, but in another way, I learned it the hard way. I wish that there was someone telling me these different things that I had to know about self-development or self-improvement or just revamping myself in general. I'm very grateful because thanks to like the different social media accounts that they are actually advertising self-improvement and whatnot, as well as books and my self-discovery, I managed to boil down to 5 tips that actually really helped me, and I hope sharing with you guys might help you guys a little bit as well. So yeah, let's get on. So I have my phone with me because I actually did note down like some of the different things that I really want to point out. So let's start with the first thing. So the first thing is called a lock screen mood board. So here is a screenshot of my lock screen. So why do I say mood board on a lock screen? I have this lock screen mood board all over my iPad, my laptop, as well as my phone. And that is because I am constantly working with my laptop. I am constantly on my phone. And this goes without saying that it's just the fact that you have to look at your mood board no matter what it is. It's been a good day or a bad day or whatever day it is, you still have to look at your phone. You have to reply texts, you have to transfer money, you have to check your emails and whatnot. That goes without saying, you're always on your phone. And when you are always looking at something, it will eventually register into your brain. I would say that this is kind of like a reverse psychology term where you are playing tricks with your brain. Like, you know this is what you want, but are you gonna reach there? We don't know. But if you keep looking at it, it kind of keeps reminding your brain, hey, don't forget, we want to do this. Hey, don't forget, we want to achieve this. In my mood board, I have a collage of 9 different images. You can have your mood board however way you want, but I prefer it to be as simple as this. So you can actually go onto Canva and there are multiple templates that you can choose from. Copy, paste, resize accordingly, and you're good to go for your different devices. Let me just explain a little bit on like the different images that I have. This is for the first 6 months of 2024. For the first 3 images, they are just basically places that I want to go, and I have already achieved all of them, but I'm really not satisfied with the first one because I really want to go to Morocco and I'm working towards that. So the middle section, I have skincare, which I am religiously following, as well as Girl Boss. I do have Sinna Yoga. If you guys didn't know, I own Sinna Yoga, and I am constantly reminding myself that apart from the fact that I have another job, I would love to actually bring more clients in, share my message more about Sinna Yoga and whatever visions that I have for Sinna Yoga. This is just Girl Boss, but this resonates to me. So find an image that really resonates with you. The next one I have is fitness. So you can see like a headband and some dumbbells. I made this mood board just before 2024 started, and have I been training? Yes, I have. I'm very happy with my progress. I'm very happy with whatever I'm doing right now. Moving on for the last section, it is a camera. By the way, it's a G7X, which is the camera that I use to film. So it is just to remind me to, like, you know, film more content and whatnot, because personally I do love sharing my experiences, my thoughts, or, you know, just share in general. And I also do really love to edit videos. Right next to it, I have like a stack of money. So this is to remind myself that money comes in when I work hard and it goes away really fast as well. I'm in my prime where I can earn money. I also feel like I want to spend my money. I don't have to save. I'm only in my mid-20s. Nothing's gonna happen. My future can wait, but that's really not the fact. Like, I am in the phase where I really want to work hard, save money, enjoy at the same time, so I can ensure that my future is comfortable enough to my own likings. Last but not least, I do have this photo that is healthy eating. Okay, I would say that I am working towards it. I am not following it religiously, but I am actually working towards it. It is definitely in my diet, but it's really not something that I look forward to every single day, okay? So yeah, so my point here is that you're constantly looking at your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever device you have, and it is good to have a mood board on your lock screen to constantly look at it and to constantly remind yourself, hey, I want this. Hey, you know, it will definitely automatically register into your head. And also, it is very cool to like meet someone, they look at your screensaver and they're like, the hell is this? And then you can just like tell them like, it's my mood board for the year, this is to remind myself and whatnot. It's a really cool topic. A lot of people have actually asked me or had many questions about like, hey, why is your screensaver like this? And honestly, when I start the topic and share about my opinion, my thoughts, and how it has helped me, it becomes a very good conversation opener, icebreaker, whatever you want to call it. Amazing. Moving on to tip number 2, it is called the sleep playlist. I'm gonna leave a screenshot here. Let me give you a little background story about why I started having sleep playlists. So my cat Nala, she used to have major anxiety, trauma and whatnot. To actually calm her down and help her feel safe in her sleep, let her sleep well, I tried different methods, and one day I decided to go onto YouTube and search like cat anxiety music. I swear that was exactly what I searched for, and that actually really calmed her, and she always sleeps with me. I listened to that as well, and it became to a point where like when I don't sleep with her, I still listen to like soothing music to get into my zone, sleep well. I don't know what crossed my mind, but I was like, what if I listen to affirmations while I sleep? And I know when you actually search for affirmation podcasts or affirmation playlists, they do actually have soothing music at the background as well, so it's really like killing two birds with one stone. I did a little research, so they say that listening to affirmations while you sleep can actually be helpful, because while you're asleep, your subconscious mind is still there, you know. So listening to all these affirmations like, you know, I am beautiful, I am worth it, I am special, I am, you know, I can do this and all that. When you end your day with something good and start your day with something good, you actually see positivity in the rest of your day. It takes time to master that, or it takes time to actually feel that. It may be placebo for me, I'm not one to say, but just be delusional. Like, if it's placebo, let it be. All that matters is that you still wake up feeling refreshed, you feel amazing about yourself. That's the most important thing. And that's all for tip number 2. Moving on to tip number 3. So tip number 3, it's called planning. I actually have it written down as Notion planning. You can use whatever application or website that you prefer. Personally, I prefer using Notion. Notion works very well for me. Let me share a little bit about my Notion. So my Notion has like a content planner where I plan the different contents that I want to film, because sometimes I have so much ideas and it just goes out of my head so fast, so I actually like note them down. And then moving on, I have, let's say we're in May now, right? So my May is broken down into 4 different pages. So it'll be week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Under week 1, I have like day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. And under these days, I have different categories with checklists of what I want to do for the day. Apart from that, I do actually record what I eat as well. I don't know why I do that. It's just a little exciting thing, like, you know, okay, what am I gonna eat later? I want to record it already. Maybe it's a me thing, but you can try it. This helps me track what I want to do, helps me make sure that I do whatever I want to do, as well as if your boss is constantly asking you, hey, so what do you do this week? Or hey, what are your plans for this week? You don't have to stutter. you already have it planned out. Okay, moving on. It's called payments. So I live alone, so there are many payments, so much responsibility that's on my shoulders. So this payment thing is a bought view, so it is to do, doing, done. You never miss a payment. Avoid late fees. I do pick up courses on Udemy as well, and some of these courses actually gives out a certification for it, so it's perfect. I do have like notes from the different courses that I'm doing as well, which is very good because I can go through them super fast. Last but not least, the most important part about Notion that really means a lot to me, it's called my self-improvement section. So under self-improvement section, I do have different pages. The most important thing that I want to share with you guys is called the reflection on low mood template. You can easily find these prompts, templates, questions on Pinterest, Google, or maybe even ChatGPT. I am an emotional person at times, and sometimes I allow a situation to drag on to ruin the rest of my day, which is what I'm trying to avoid. So if I'm feeling like this happened and shit, I actually do feel it physically, mentally, it's really bothering me so much, this is where I go on to my reflection on low mood template, copy, paste it, and put down the date as well. Answer the different prompts like what actually led up to that moment, what are you feeling mentally, what are you feeling physically, and you know, this is where you actually break down and find the root of your problem, or you know, find solutions by breaking down the different parts. And this is actually really helpful because sometimes we think that we're angry at this, but actually the root of the problem is something else. So this actually really helps you break down and find out why you're actually so mad. You can actually understand yourself better. You'll feel better after. So I do leave a little section right when I'm done with the questions. If I want to rant a little bit, like, hey, so this person was making me feel like shit, and then what I want to say to this person, but I will never send it out because first, I know that there are times where we speak without thinking and we might say things that hurt people. So it's better to pen it down, go over my emotions before I act upon it. Under self-improvement, I do have prompts for like to figure out my goals, to figure out what I want to achieve, and these prompts, like I said, can easily be found on Pinterest, Google, or you can even ask ChatGPT for like some prompts. Down to the fourth thing. So the fourth thing is, I named it as hobby. You may have a hobby right now, but I think that it is actually good to try new things as well. Find a new hobby, try something new. And I would say that it is actually very, very important to have something active, or maybe like a sport, running, swimming, whatever it is, under your hobby as well. Because personally, I used to just stay at home, not do anything, just be in my own bubble. But now when I go and train, I actually see it as a way to release all the tension that I have been holding inside. I also feel good when I come out after I train. I feel good, I just feel refreshed, I feel new. But ultimately, it really depends on you. If you feel like this active hobby is really not my thing, that's okay. You can pick up painting, you can pick up drawing, coloring, I don't know, fishing, whatever it is. Something that you feel comfortable and is your sacred activity. You really don't have to do it with anyone else. You can do it alone, you can do it with friends, you can do it with whoever you want. Pick a hobby that is sacred and means something to you and actually helps you remove your tension. I'm going to move on to the last tip. Tip number 5. I'll be done soon, I promise. It's called your circle. Growing up, I always wanted to have so many friends. I always wanted to be like that girl. I always wanted like, hey, look, I have this friend and that friend. But I actually reached a point in my life where I actually really value and am very picky with the people that I choose to surround myself with. Yes, I am very friendly with everyone, but I am very cautious with who I want close to me. I like to say that it is okay to keep your circle small. It is okay to break loose of people that are no longer healthy for you in your life. Back then, I already know that this person isn't good for me. It's just not a healthy input in my life. But because of the many memories that we shared, because of like attachment issues and whatnot, I found it very hard to break myself from this person. It could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be your partner, whatever it is, you will figure it out yourself the way I did, because there's no way I can tell you what's right from wrong. My circle was very small, and these people are the people who truly supports, cares for me and loves me. And I know that if I need someone to like catch me when I fall, they will be there. I have broken loose from a lot of people, but here's the thing. My best friend once told me that it's okay to build people up and lose them, because while you're building them up, you're actually building yourself up as well. And that actually really hit somewhere. It is okay to break loose from people, it is okay to lose people, it is okay for many different things to happen, and ultimately you need to do what's best for yourself, and you know what's right from wrong, you know what's healthy for you and what's not healthy for you, and you have to work towards that. Sometimes the best thing for yourself is to lose a little part of your memory, and that is okay, because that just means that they're no longer the same person that you knew, and that's okay. There are so many people out there that actually do support you, and you just need to let them in. Whenever you're ready, try to give these 5 tips a shot. It's just 5 tips, and honestly it helped me a lot in the long run, and just following it, believing it, helps a lot. I would also like to say that delusional helps. I'm not talking about being delusional about being with someone. It is being delusional about the goals that you want to achieve. I am very delusional about Sinna yoga. I always envision myself like, you know, collaborating with big people and, you know, just all the big things that I want to achieve. And I'm very delusional because I constantly think about one day I will be there. When you are delusional about your goals or your ambitions, that will make you start thinking, okay, so to reach there, I have to take the first step. And that was when I started going out, meeting new people, joining random yoga classes, random Pilates classes, just to meet people. Honestly, invest in yourself. The best investment in your life is to invest in yourself. I'm not going to wait for anybody to invest in me. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to invest in courses to better my skills. I'm going to invest in myself by going to the gym. I'm going to invest in myself because I love myself, and only I have myself. I'm not gonna wait for nobody to come step up and pick me up. Step out of this bubble that you limit to yourself, and there are so much more greater things in this world that you can actually discover, and it's a really beautiful thing. I hope these 5 tips actually helped, and take your time. There's no rush. Everyone is going at their own pace. Scrape that thought about, hey, she's doing so much better than me. Hey, he's, you know, he's really up there and I'm still not there. That's okay. That's okay. At least you start today. You will get somewhere eventually. It was really nice sharing with you guys a little bit of what actually helped me, and I hope that along the way this will actually come in handy for you. If not, I really enjoyed sharing in general. But yeah, have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!